Welcome everybody. We're at Portland State University on the campus at the Academic and Student Recreation Center. Looking down the list of notable alums here, you have Katie Harmon, 2002 Miss America, Neil Lomax, of course, quarterback in the NFL, Chuck Palahniuk, author of The Fight Club, and Barbara Roberts, 34th Governor of Oregon. You're on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Thanks for being here. Well, our next guest has sponsored a bill that is causing a little bit of interest, to put it mildly, among folks that have kids and are wondering about their kids' futures. Let's welcome to the show Tobias Read, Representative. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Now, I say sparked a little bit of interest. Other people would call it controversial. What do you call it?
I call it a smart move. You know, there's a high correlation between education and training and people's ability to get and keep jobs. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics in late 2010 noted that the national unemployment rate was 9.9%, but among college graduates it was 4.1%, and among women who were college graduates it was 2%. So our bill asks students to take a step toward what future makes sense for them. Before they graduate, we'd ask them to submit an application for post-secondary training. It could be college, community college, career school, it could be an application in the military, or attend an orientation session where they could learn about being a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, or many of the other trades.
Where does the controversy part fall in here?
Well, I think people are uncomfortable with our asking people to fill out a form or to take that sort of step. But frankly, I just think it's a reasonable thing. When we ask people to do a range of other things in school, this seems to me to make a lot of sense. It's not about telling someone what the right choice is for them, but asking them to seek the information and decide for themselves what is the right choice, take a step toward the future that they want.
And it's just filling out an application.
Indeed.
I mean, if they want to go backpack through Europe, so be it.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with making that choice. I just want to help people make sure that that's a deliberate choice so that they're making the choice rather than having the choice made for them by inaction.
So this is House Bill 2732. Where does it stand right now?
It's passed the House with an interesting combination of Democrats and Republicans. It seems that I tend to specialize in bills that pass unanimously or near unanimously, or bills that are narrowly passed with unusual combinations of Democrats and Republicans. So it's headed to the Senate, and we'll see what happens there.
All right, now let's move to House Bill 242. You're the co-chair.
Senate Bill 242,
Senate Bill 242
is a product of a work group that Senator Mark Hass and I co-chaired over the last year and a half or so that deals with another thing that I think is really key to Oregon's economic future about higher education. We've done great things in Oregon, but we need more people to be graduates and to have the skills that they need to pursue the careers they want. Senate Bill 242 allows the Oregon university system to become a public university system and not be a state agency. That's important because it allows for a much greater level of flexibility and autonomy so that, for example, the tuition dollars that Oregon students and families are paying remain with the universities and can be used by universities for hiring professors and putting on classes and doing the things that universities need to do.
Right now, what is the protocol? Where does that money have to, who makes those decisions?
The legislature gives the university system expenditure limitations or spending authority, so they can spend up to a certain amount. But in the case that, as we've seen in recent years, which is a great thing, record demand and interest levels of enrollment, the university has to go back to the legislature and seek additional authority to say, we have a whole lot more students and we need some more classes, can we please spend this additional tuition dollars? And the legislature, dealing with a lot of needs and a lot of critical shortages, has not always said yes to that. So we think it's important to keep those dollars where they're intended to go and to make the sort of investments that are going to pay off for the state in the long run.
Will it also streamline spending?
Absolutely. Think about Portland State, where we sit at the moment. If Portland State wants to construct a new building, for example, and they need to seek a variance, rather than going to the Department of Justice and through all the hoops and processes that exist there, though we like the Department of Justice and they do good work, we want to make it possible for Portland State University to hire a local attorney. It'd be faster, it'd be cheaper, and they'd be able to get that building up and students in it more quickly.
All right. Well, Representative Tobias Read, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. Once again, we're on the campus of Portland State University, and we're on the 5th floor with this beautiful view of the city, of the new Academic and Student Recreation Center. We thank you for watching us. Make it a good one.